Welcome in Fantasy Access Week 5. Let's go.
Here we go.
So much football to be had.
It's a great time.
It's a great time.
Terrific.
And finally got some fall weather. It's been like 60 instead of 80.
Yeah, it was a little cold this morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop that back up for the weekend, though.
Is it gonna?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
80s. Let's go.
Jeez, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, summer's not over yet.
No, it's not.
But fantasy is here. Football is here. We are in week 5, and we're going to start with a quick question to you guys. Who is, if you were to redraft today, who would be your first overall pick?
Why not go with the current leader in fantasy scoring in Puka Nacua?
Ooh, yeah.
Kind of a revelation. People were able to get him towards the end of the first because of his injury concerns and previous history. But so far, through 4 games, Matthew Stafford is healthy. That was the other concern.
Yeah.
His quarterback had back problems, which, as we have seen, quarterbacks can really affect your wide receivers.
Yeah,
It turns
they
out
say that.
who's throwing the ball is
So
important.
so far through 4 weeks, Puka's healthy, Stafford's healthy, and that connection has been high voltage.
Very good. Yes. Nice. That's going to happen. Like that take. Yeah, Puka's on kind of an unprecedented rate right now, right?
Yeah, 500 yards and only 1 receiving touchdown, but a rushing touchdown to
This is like the Cooper Cup year,
head it on. Yeah,
also with Matthew Stafford.
right.
So he's just,
Keeps finding the end zone then.
yeah, it's
Really
excellent.
good.
Who you got?
James Cook.
Oh, he's been good.
He's been good. They've been running the football.
So much.
I mean, they've just been scoring and running and scoring and passing and just doing a
Running.
lot of that. So yeah, he's I think the highest rated running back, and it's usually who you're grabbing in those first rounds. So I'd go with
Yeah,
him.
he's been fun to watch.
And people were kind of
He's like-
concerned of his touchdown regression. He'd only scoring 2 and 2 and 2
Yeah,
for his first 3 years, and then balloons to 16, 17.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns out
That's
so far
their offense.
closer to the 16, 17.
Yeah,
this far.
he's trending that direction.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, and I would go with Bijan. I just feel like he's getting it done through the air, on the ground. It's been very good. So, and even they had some questionable play, I feel like, with Penix, a couple games that were down, and he still ends up putting in a good game. So, I'll probably go with Bijan overall. Yeah, like it. Getting right into it with our chop it up. There's always a lot to chop. You
Yeah.
know, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Put in the work, chop it up. Start with some injuries. Always sad to see, but we've got 2 out for the seasons on this list: Malik Neighbors
At least
and
2. There might be more.
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. They showed the whole dislocation on TV.
Just
Yeah.
a tough.
Watched that play once, and I was like, that's good.
Got it.
Yeah, it was not. Didn't look good. How is he not writhing in pain? Like he's
I don't know.
getting carted off and
Smiling. Yeah. It's
just-
like
maybe you're
disassociated.
just in so
Pure
much shock.
adrenaline.
Yeah, but that didn't look good. And I don't know, social media doctors are a different breed entirely. But there
Yeah.
are people saying it could be well into he might need more surgeries. If it was a true
There's a bunch of
dislocation,
ligament
there's a
tears
lot of.
and-
So I know that his people are saying differently, but I think there's some speculation that it could be even longer.
Or do we think career ending? I mean, he's what, 30?
He's not. Yeah, he's 33. Is that?
That sounds
maybe?
right.
So he's already.
And
sort
also
of
his game was being fast, and
Yeah.
I think name recognition alone, I think he could end up on a roster. Someone just trying to give him a shot.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham
Sure. Yeah.
rattled
Still
around the
kicking
field
around.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Right.
definitely the peak of his career is
yeah,
surely
behind him,
well past him.
31.
31.
31.
Okay,
So D Hop.
he'd be 33 when he comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's he'll have a. But will he ever be?
Right.
I mean, Nick
Tyreek
Chubb's
Hill.
playing right now,
Right.
and he had a similar, very messed
A
up
lot
knee.
younger.
Yeah,
So if Hill can still prove he has the hands and, some route running capabilities. He'll
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But sad that
Right.
that happened. Malik Neighbors also with the non-contact injury. I mean, he was in the air, but it looked like almost like before he jumped. That plant
Yeah. Oh, that was
blew out the-
non-contact there.
and came down and then did not get back up.
No.
He was a bright spot for that team. I mean, that's tough to lose your one receiver.
Especially when you just went to a rookie
New quarterback.
quarterback
Yeah.
who
Yeah, the future was looking good.
Hopefully-
Scadaboo, Dart.
Right. You're hoping you could blossom that connection, that relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dart will have to figure it out without that
On his own for now.
opportunity.
Yeah, it's too bad. And then we weren't on here last week, but we had James Conner go down. And then this week, turns out Benson, his backup, Trey Benson went down right at the end of the game, kind of under the radar. And then it came out this week that he was going to be on IR for the next 4 weeks. So we are on to the third string in Amari DiMarcado and Michael Carter there,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Do you have a thought on either of those guys as a replacement?
Seems like they were using.
What's his name? DiMercato, the little
Yeah.
more. Did he get more run in that last
I
game?
think they had already been using him as like a bit of a receiving back,
Yeah.
change of pace. So I think he has the leg up in that they already kind of had a plan for what his role could be in that
Yeah.
offense. But when you get down to these third string running backs, it's not a one in, one out.
Right.
It's,
Yeah, unless you're
they're-
playing for Kyle Shanahan, right? Like
Right. They just keep finding
Next
these
up.
guys
Yeah.
that can jump right in.
it's like, yeah, Jared
But-
Colbert. No, here you go, like
Right.
100 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I believe in that, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could get 100 yards.
In
Yeah.
a Kyle Shanahan offense?
Oh,
Easy.
100%.
Should we get him?
Trent
in here
Williams
for
out
the
there?
Faculty. See what he can whip
I
up
mean, we
for us
pretty
in the
much
week.
run that offense in our game. All right, go ahead, sorry.
But yeah, so not Kyle Shanahan. So expecting to divvy
Yeah.
the work up, maybe run Kyler, run
Yeah.
first option for him, throw it more.
Yeah, does it mean they're going to throw more? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely expect a split, I think. You have seen a little bit of the Chris Rodriguez was inactive, and then kind of came back as the early down guy. I think sometimes teams like to have that early down and then the the change of pace guy. So there's a chance we see a little bit of Carter early, and then DiMarcado plays maybe a little bit more, but still his kind of role. But yeah, to be seen. I think probably both would be worth an ad and a stash and see what happens after this
Sure.
week.
Well, if this happened in the middle of the week, so if your league mates are as astute as mine seem to be, Cam yelled to me from the other room that Trey Benson was put on IR. And I looked at my league, and 4 minutes ago, DiMarcado had been
was.
picked up, and 2 minutes ago, Michael Carter had already been picked up. So
Which
it's-
was
right.
very-
The word travels fast.
yeah,
Yeah, it sure does.
that's a pretty quick
And-
response time there.
People are itching to pick up some running back.
Oh yeah, yeah. That news broke after waivers had ran
Right.
on the typical
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday night. So, yeah, some people got that free ad. We'll see what comes of it. I don't think we talked about it yet, but CeeDee Lamb is another one. Came up with an ankle injury, was out last week, and then
Still out.
probably going to be out maybe another game or two. Did not get put on IR,
Yep.
but yeah, kind of a questionable situation. Doesn't seem awful. We saw videos of him stretching and doing rehab work, so that's good to see out of the boot and everything. So that Dak CD connection should resume as soon as he is back. Then we got Bucky Irving, another kind of midweek guy to pop up in the news with a mid-foot sprain, but not officially ruled out this week, and they guess they're taking it kind of day to day.
Yeah. Was in a boot
Not
on Wednesday.
not good if you're in a
Not-
boot.
right.
Boots usually are not indicative of playing in the game.
Yeah.
I think they're saying if he's out of the boot by Friday, that gives him a chance. But
Yeah.
if he's still in it,
I mean,
You'd probably just give him the week.
yeah, boot on Wednesday and Thursday doesn't bode well for a game on Friday or a game on Sunday.
So you'd maybe take a look at White and who's the other guy?
Sean Tucker.
Sean Tucker. Maybe get some action out of those two guys.
Now that bye weeks have started up, if you need that
Right.
spot start.
Yeah. They got Tennessee this week, so not the best run defense. Could be some production to be had. Lamar Jackson, questionable to play, but he had the hamstring.
Seems like it's
Pulled
trending
the
to
hamstring.
not playing, right?
Yeah. How does that affect that team, you think? Is it good for Derrick Henry, bad for Derrick Henry? Obviously bad for the receivers.
Probably good for Derrick Henry, you'd think.
Going to get fed,
It could be tough in that
one-dimensional.
the threat, right? You had the threat of Lamar taking the ball.
We're not going to be as good
Yeah.
without Lamar for
Who's-
sure.
Is it Cooper Rush? Is that who's the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. So unlikely that is going to be the.
Teams are spying.
Right, this
Rush
isn't,
and using for-
Who'd they have? Was it Robert Griffin III for a little while? Was backing him
Yeah.
up like that, like similar style.
Or,
He had to-
Huntley,
Yeah.
that mobile
Yep.
Huntley. Yeah.
Trace McSorley. They also
Seems like this is a different.
Yeah.
They might need to do a couple things differently.
Yeah. And then we got your boy Braylon Allen.
Yep.
That was a rough fumble.
Fumbleitis, and then
Right at the
and
goal
then
line.
hurts the knee, and
Was
probably
that
gonna
the
be
same
out.
play or no?
No,
No.
different plays. He's probably going to be out for the year.
Is it a
They haven't
ACL?
announced it yet.
Oh.
They said it's a significant knee injury, and that he's getting a second opinion. So
okay?
there's and they put him on IR, so he's down for 4 weeks, no matter what.
And he was a good change of pace, but I mean, Brees looks great.
Good change of pace back. They seem to be committed to getting more guys than Brees Hall to football and use them around. So he had like a lot of touchdown upside, use around the goal line, but
Probably a tick up for Brees though.
yeah,
maybe get a little
so
extra.
If you're a Brees Hall owner, yeah, and I'm sure he wants that. He's in a contract year, so
Yeah.
give him the football and let him go.
So there's that. So those are main injuries. They might have missed some of the smaller stuff, but for the most part, those are what we're tracking this week. Also, we're going to keep chopping and get into some breakouts here. Just some guys that have surprised so far this year. First one on the list, Quentin Johnson. I feel like that whole Chargers offense has been pretty good. Hampton's come along with, I think he's on this list, but
Chargers have been great.
the passing volume has just been through the roof.
No, minus last week. Last week I think was a bit of a struggle for that offense. They I think only scored 18 points, but previous to that there were a lot of fantasy points to go around.
Yeah.
They were scoring and moving the ball so regularly.
We've seen Keenan Allen get involved again. I mean, that's like old reliable kind of back home. And Lad McConkey's taking a little bit of a step back, I think maybe because old reliable's back in Keenan Allen. Still a good player, and you'd assume would kind of level out as the season goes on. But yeah, it's been a lot of Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, so he had I just looked at it. He had 13 targets last week, so that's
Significant.
he's a significant share of the offense.
And for a guy that
And they didn't
Had
have
a
like
slow-
a good week,
Right.
like the team,
Right.
Right.
So
and for his first
What
2
could
years
be
in the
out?
league to be pretty slow and now have taken that turn, that's pretty good. So you love to see that. We've got the Texans running back Woody Marks, kind of showing some juice.
Come along.
Just a little
slowly but
fight.
surely.
yeah, that offense is waking up. So it's just, they were on snooze
Yeah.
for a little bit. I think hopefully they're waking up and they get Baltimore this week.
Been beatable on the ground. Baltimore.
Yeah, and well, I mean, you might have the ball more
Yeah.
if Lamar's not playing. So
That's a good point.
more opportunities for the offense in that Texans. And just hopefully, I just like the Texans. I think they're a fun team to follow.
Yeah,
I'd
they
like-
get a
I'd
good
like to
defense,
See
too.
them do right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will get the ball back for the offense, and it looks like he's one of the primary guys.
So you got him, another couple rookies here. Morian Hampton, also on the Chargers. Took him a couple games to get going, but when Najee went out with that Achilles,
Right.
it's just
Been his
everything
show.
is going
Kind
to
of figured eventually you would have gotten it anyways, and it's just kind of expedited
Fast track.
the process.
Yeah.
Yep.
and he's looked great with the opportunities, especially because their passing game has been good.
Right.
So you've got the kind of the mix up. They can't be like stacking the box all the time on him. Genty finally had
Finally.
a good game.
Yeah.
I was worried about that Raiders offensive line. I think the stat the first couple weeks was, negative yards before contact.
Yeah.
And now he was able to find some running room. Maybe keep an eye on matchups with him, if he's got against a good rush defense.
I think they will eventually be a decent rushing. I mean, just on the offensive, like Chip Kelly alone is going to find ways to
get him in
like
space.
it may have taken a little while. Like I didn't know
Click
quite
right
what we
away.
had
Yeah.
here. Also like everyone's new, right?
Right.
It's a new coordinator, new quarterback, new running back, new everything. So could be one of those things that takes
Yeah.
just a little bit of time. And I don't sleep on Genty.
Yeah, for sure. Our boy Abuka been lighting it up.
Yeah, he's.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't even know how to say his name this week. You called
But
him
they heard-
Egbuka.
Yeah,
You know,
there's a G in there.
There is. Yeah, it seems
But-
like they're pretty intent on targeting him. I was looking at this. Yeah, so had over 100 yards, 10 targets. Like, he's a real deal.
He looks great.
Hasn't played with both Evan and Godwin back yet.
True.
But at this point, like 4 weeks in, playing as good as he has.
Will that make him even better? Like, because now there's another guy that you got to
Maybe,
defend.
right.
I don't. Yeah, where do those targets? Do they stay up at double digits, or when they come back, does it go down a little bit? But the quality, like you're saying, because this, it's maybe not number one coverage.
I think it's hard for the coaching staff to ignore that he's as good as he is.
Right.
And I think Baker at this point,
Yeah, they've got a
has
good.
4 games of chemistry with him. Is
Yep.
gonna want to throw to his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been great. Daniel Jones, surprise breakout this year.
Seems
He's
like
looked
the real
really
deal.
good.
He didn't have as great a week last week as he had been having, fantasy points wise. But you
Right.
can't deny that
There was that
something
big
looks good there.
that big drop though. I mean, that wouldn't
Oh,
have
what-
made that
right,
big of a
that.
difference, but
The
across
fumble,
the end zone, yeah.
Does that still count as like? I don't know. How did that count? I actually don't know.
He got the receiving yards, but he would have got the touchdown.
So it would have been
on his-
extra. Right. So
May have made that
got the
fantasy
yards, but
score.
not the points.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that would have helped a little bit, but 4 points or 6 points, whatever your league is. But I think too, like if he can stay consistent with it, he's got those great first 2 or 3 weeks, then a mediocre week, and if he bounces right back and he's has another great outing, then maybe you can trust it. But he's looked good.
A couple of his few rushing touchdowns were what got him going early. So if he could
Yeah.
do that,
Right.
it's more value.
Mm-hmm. And he's been a runner. Like he's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not a what do you call it? An aberration.
Right. Maybe not a long distance runner.
No, he falls over his feet
He's got a
sometimes.
limit.
But if he can, quick
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
scamper
can be
5
mobile.
yards out,
He can be
then
mobile.
he can do
that's
it.
right. And then the Giants guys, Dart and Scadaboo, both look pretty good.
Yeah, week one, not a lot of tape on someone like Jackson Dart. He ran the football,
Yeah.
a little bit.
He was he was
So,
aggressive. I feel like as far as
Yeah,
Had him run the football.
yeah.
taking hits, he's gonna get walloped. And
Yeah.
get on IR if he's not careful. But the Scadaboo guy is just wild to watch. He's not a big fast guy, but
he's just a thumper.
He's the big thumper. Yeah, he's the big thumper. So I think Jackson Dart. I forget who they have this week. It's I think a favorable one for him.
New Orleans.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that could be a good start. I don't know that there's much beyond that. I'd be a little worried.
Right.
Moving
especially
forward, but-
already last game played the full game. They only threw it 20 times, 111 yards in the air. Like already, the passing volume seemed to be low.
Yeah.
And now he has no neighbors.
Right.
And so
It's tough.
the passing attack seems capped, and it's just if he can just be, 10 for 50 and a touchdown every week, like that's good enough to make you fantasy relevant for a quarterback. But if they struggle with the run game, if teams aren't fighting on the option, like it probably not an everyday, every week start.
Right, and then they go after this week: Philadelphia, Denver, Philadelphia. So defense.
That's tough.
Going to be a tough go for a little bit.
So yeah, those guys have all had pretty good starts. And now, kind of on the flip side of that, the "Are you worried?" part of this segment. Some of these guys just have been struggling, and how worried are we? You want to rank them like a 1 to 10, a worry meter?
Oh,
Sure, with the worry meter.
Worry meter
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So first one is Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They've had a couple of tough matchups, but the offense has stalled. The offensive line is non-existent, and it's been rough sledding for those two guys. Jared, do you have a worry meter? Also, on one of your teams, you have Jamar Chase.
I get to internalize the worry meter. I took him 101. I was very confident. I'm gonna put it at I'm worried. I'll put it. I wrote down 7, but I'm gonna up it to an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8.
That feels right.
Yeah.
It's if things continue as is.
You were wishful thinking with the 7.
Not a lot of light at the end of the tunnel there.
Not a lot of good stuff happening either. Just like on the sideline, they're fighting with each other. And
but the reason it's not a 10 is Jake Browning did throw for 300 yards versus Jacksonville or whatever he did.
Yeah, they had Minnesota and
scored 2 touchdowns through the air.
Who'd they play before Minnesota?
It was another tough team.
Yeah, it was 2 good defenses, and Detroit's no slouch, but at least the secondary in Detroit.
Minnesota, then Denver.
Okay,
where he had 140 yards and 125 yards and did not throw a touchdown versus Denver. But he had 241 and 2 versus Jacksonville, good enough to get, and Chase had 100 plus. So
after Burrow had gone out, you're saying,
right?
Right?
After Burrow had gone out. So it's
doable.
You can do that against worse defenses. The problem is you shouldn't have to be picking and choosing which defenses you play Jamar Chase.
Right, it's Jamar Chase.
The other hope is it's early in the season. Joe Burrow might come back at the end of the year, but it might be a while.
Yeah.
Maybe they trade for a backup. Maybe they go out. I heard there's a third stringer in New York that knows to sling it. James Winston.
That would be.
I'm not sure why that hasn't already happened yet.
It's so obvious that it should happen, and if it happens within the next couple of weeks, well, all of a sudden it
who
feels like
loses, right? Like the Giants will get a 5th round pick or something,
right?
And
they know Dart's their guy.
Yeah,
they have a back.
Right, they're not.
They announced Wilson's the backup, and it's not. They haven't relegated Wilson anymore.
Or freaking trade that guy. Like flip somebody. Like the fact that trade hasn't happened yet is astounding to me.
Pretty pleased Jameis Winston because then
because
also like who cares?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also like for the content, right?
Like, we would love
your defense.
That's why we watch. Guys like him.
Right, your defense is bad. Your O-line is bad. Just get someone in here who can throw for 300 yards.
Yes,
and 3 picks.
Right. It doesn't matter.
And 3 touchdowns.
When's their bye week? Do they have something coming up?
Week 10.
No, that's not ideal. Let's get a quarterback in there to whatever. James
They
can
need
do it.
they need somebody.
If anybody can do it, Jameis can.
Jameis can just show up.
Yeah.
That's why it's not a 10, because if they do something like that, well, then we're back. But,
we're back in business.
until that happens,
Send the word out.
bleak.
We back up. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. AJ Brown had one really good game, but the other ones have not been great, and at times it seems like
get feisty.
Yeah, they don't need to throw the ball.
8. That's an 8. We're an 8.
Same.
Yeah.
Just as worried.
9, because
you don't have them on your team.
So I don't have them on the team, but it's a continuation. I had them last year.
Yeah.
And it was towards the end of the year. It's kind of the same thing, and so it's a continuation of what we've already saw. And now they can probably just do it for the whole year this time.
Right.
And right,
Very boom
Jalen
bust.
Hurts has one game of throwing for over 200 yards.
Yeah, they're not.
And they're 4-0.
And they're
So
4-0,
right.
and they keep
What's
winning.
the reason to
Yeah.
change things?
They can, if they just block every punt or every
Yeah.
punt or field goal
right.
and run it back for a touchdown, then their offense doesn't even have to be on the field. So
He's making
They just tush push every
making
play.
comments and
right now they
they're
have
not-
variations of the tush push.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Some little shovels to Goddard or end arounds to Saquon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, they're everything but the wide receivers are clicking in that offense.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of a worry. Derrick Henry had a great week 1, but has then since had some fumbles and a few very unproductive games. Are we worried at all? Is it
Well, and
just
then they was the other guy that they
Justice Hill had that big
had
run?
the big game. So
we worried
maybe?
about Derrick Henry? What do we put it at?
I'm down at a 3.
I'm gonna say a 5.
I'm willing to say
I like
no.
5. You like 3? All right.
Yeah, because what do we know about Derrick Henry?
He's big.
He looks good when he does. Early in first week, it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
So he looks good, and then his career splits. It's always been when his team's winning, he's a monster. When he's losing, teams tend to go away from him. He's not pass
Yeah.
catching, and his win-loss splits are night and day.
True.
And Baltimore down at 1-3, so it's kind of like, all right, 3 losses early in the season. Like Derrick Henry wasn't going to be
Right.
that productive,
Mhm.
but I can't imagine they're a 25% winning team. the rest
Yeah,
of the
they need to
season.
turn it around.
So it's
They're like
Yeah,
a
they're-
Super Bowl
they're
pick for
in-
some of
They're in
us.
some trouble.
Right. They're
They
in
can't
trouble,
really
but-
afford for Lamar to be hurt and them not to.
Right.
Well, and they have Houston this week
Oof.
that can now key in on those guys and not worry about Lamar. So,
Right.
assuming that he's out for the game.
Right. So kind of a 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. We saw some, he came out the first week, just scored a touchdown. It looks like the chemistry hasn't been there. There's been some miscues on kind of both players. Both Trevor Lawrence and BTJ have seemed to have, their own mess ups or whatever here and there, stopping a route or overthrowing the ball or, whatever it is. Targets are there, but we just haven't seen a lot of production. Are we worried about BTJ or?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about him. I just wrote down a 6.
Should
be about
6 feels right.
The mid-range,
Yeah.
mid-worry range.
I
Could
think
turn it around with
they could
the
figure
targets
it
are
out.
there.
I mean, we kind of saw it with Marvin Harrison last week, where
Mm-hmm.
they kind of just focused on him a little bit more, forced him the ball.
Yeah.
He caught a touchdown, so there's kind of some hope for
A
him.
sigh of relief touchdown.
And so it's BTJ, if they can just kind of focus the offense a little bit, work it through him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like he should start getting on a roll and being better. But there's always the chance that maybe it just doesn't click with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And then these next two, not as big of players, but Calvin Ridley, we thought was the one in Tennessee. Cam Ward comes in and he likes the rookie A.O. Manor, but Ridley's been non-existent. really.
Not really a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just also the coaching staff and the offense seems like it's not where it's supposed to be. You thought you could plug in Cam Ward and, have some things be figured out. That hasn't happened yet.
No.
And so as long as the offense as a whole isn't clicking, it's hard to see much
Yeah.
value in
And he
Calvin
didn't,
Ridley.
and he didn't practice today.
Oh, and he's
So,
And
dinged
there's
up.
that.
Yeah. That's probably up there with the.
Can't help but notice that no one else is giving numbers for their worry meters.
Oh,
Is it a bright idea to make it a scale.
For who?
7.
No one's giving any.
7.
numbers.
Just for this one or for all of
we
them?
just kind of stopped the worry meter
Oh,
a
sorry.
little bit. That's all right. Calvin Ridley 7.
All right.
Would you?
I'll agree.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley 7. 7, 8. What about BTJ? What's our worry meter?
I said
Oh.
6.
Yeah.
We said it.
Yeah. I think we just
I think-
concur.
We're agreeing with you.
Yeah, we just concur.
Yeah, I'll just give the numbers if you go.
Okay, you give us the number, we'll concur.
All right. Travis Hunter next on our list.
Like it just took over the job. I mean, I've kind of been concerned there all year.
Yeah, I'll put it at a 9.
Yeah.
I think
The split snaps thing is killing him.
that's the thing is early in the year, how many snaps does he get? And the answer is less than 60%.
5 targets
Which is-
last week.
He had a sweet, like, kind of jumping over the middle catch. I was like, wow, what an athlete. But
Right,
Then-
but as long as he's living
It's just
60%
one of
or
those.
below, it's hard
Yeah.
to right.
Only had 21 yards the previous week. Like you can't, unless you're relying on a touchdown to make him.
I'm sure
valuable.
playing corner is fun. But if you like if you could get drafted in the NFL as like a star wide receiver, wouldn't you just be like, sure, I'll just play wide receiver for you, and not like keep that cornerback thing?
Is
Like,
who's
It's like a
doing
pride
it? Is
thing.
it him or is it them?
I thought he was like, I'll only play for a team if they're gonna let me like do both,
I don't know.
which is I don't
It
know.
is weird because it's like, yeah, it's neat trick that you could do that in college.
Neat trick. It's like a party trick.
Right. It's like,
And
yeah,
we're
it's pretty
great.
Right, and good enough that wow, you're best college football and
Yeah.
college football player. But at the end of you can't do that for what 100 plus snaps. Like you just can't.
Right. And like being an elite NFL wide receiver would be like great thing to be.
Yeah.
Making big catches and touchdowns and all that. Like, why wouldn't you just go do that? But
Like, use your cornerback knowledge to just torch other cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Don't-
or maybe like year 2 or 3, you start working in a little cornerback. But like to be right out the gate trying to like, I don't know.
Trying to be
Right,
Dion.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a little bit more if they're having him be this cornerback that if he was gonna play, less than 60% of snaps, that there'd be more like designed plays for him. Like Jaden Reed
Yeah.
played 60% of snaps for the Packers, but got
Yeah.
led the team in targets and yards, for stretches, and
Or at least
it's
had like, yeah,
you'd think
specific
he'd come
plays.
in, they'd sub him in, do something with him, knowing he's on the field,
Not just
Right.
a decoy.
and not just
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of
I
crazy.
don't know.
I think there's maybe a reason why
Right.
people don't do
I'll
both
concur
ways
the
in
9.
NFL.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's some guys you're worried about. All right. And now our hot takes part is where you really get the bulk of our advice for the week.
Yeah.
We plant some flags. First one is our waiver wire stash. Somebody maybe you did try to pick up this week or is out there. Maybe see some opportunity coming down the pipe. I don't know. You got anybody, Jared?
Yeah, I got a Kendra Miller backup running back for the New Orleans Saints. Not necessarily an offense you want to get in on, but he's been.
They played the Bills pretty well last week.
I think it's year 3 or 4 for Kendra Miller, and it finally seems like there's a coaching staff who likes him
Yeah.
and want to use him. And you have Alvin Kamara, who's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
And I've heard takes where it's if the Saints season is going bad and you see Alvin Kamara as a part of the future of your team, they have him for a year or 2 more under contract.
Yeah.
So it's if you want him for those years, maybe don't play him that much this year. See what the young guy,
See what else you got.
see what the young
Yeah.
guy Kendra Miller can do, and he should be a good player. He just kind of needs those snaps and opportunities. And
I like it.
the backfield
He had a
gets
pretty
split
good-
a little bit more than
Pretty good game, right?
yeah, I
Against
think so.
Buffalo.
Got in there a little bit.
So
I'm not sure what his stats were.
but overall,
Yeah,
But
it's not working.
Yeah, 11 for 65 and a touchdown
There you go.
decent
for 12.5 points.
for number 2, yeah. See those opportunities, if those keep coming, then he'll be in good shape. You got a
Yeah, I'll stick on the Saints. Who practiced for the first time this week? Taysom Hill.
Oh,
Swiss Army knife. Is he going to get those weird, like...
100-yard rushing
like,
games.
who knows?
I love
Just
Taysom Hill.
I know you do. But, like, he's on IR.
What is he? They call him a tight end.
The fact that he has a
listed as
tight end designation makes it great.
Yeah, so
Right.
if he's gonna run some kind of scat like quarterback package and pick up touchdowns from that, like by all means, like stash him for a hot minute. see
Goal
what
line
happens.
QB keepers
You
and
add him, put him on your IR until he comes off, and then there you go.
that's
You
not
know,
bad.
I would hate when it was still a few years ago when he was like still kind of a quarterback. They would have him in the.
Sounds like you faced him in a game and he torched
It
you.
hasn't even been that often. It's just I hate picking him up. I don't want him on my team,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
he does good for someone else. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just stupid. But when they would have him line up under center, or, in the shotgun, and it's like, oh, he might throw it,
Yeah.
and like teams would line up like he might throw it, and then he would just run it up the middle, like and get 6 yards. And it's
Right.
like, that's so stupid. You know he's gonna run.
But and then if you add, he's something to just stash. It's a
Yeah.
stash.
Yeah, it's a
That's what it
stash.
is,
Yeah.
so.
yeah, see what-
I like it. And then my stash had a good game. They're kind of ramping him up, but Darren Waller, tight end for the Miami Dolphins, going to be some targets opening up a little bit with Tyreek gone. I don't love everything they're doing there, but they're going to be throwing the ball because they're not at the top of their
Right.
heap down there.
Jonu had a great end of season.
But yes, they liked using that tight end role. They need kind of a red zone guy. And Waller's done it in the past. He looked good. It was encouraging to see him kind of get 2 touchdowns and be a part of, play a role. So I think going forward, he could have some more good games. And if he does take that John role, then like he'd be great. So maybe a good stash right now.
Yep.
I quickly have a bonus stash.
Bonus stash.
It's in parentheses because we're talking stash. It's
A mustache, if you will.
It's Jaden Higgins, rookie wide receiver for the Houston Texans.
Been beating that drum since draft
I
day.
drafted him, and I'm still holding out hope. He scored a touchdown last week, and I was like, oh, so maybe he's picking it up. No, 1 target, 1 catch, for a touchdown. 40% snap count the whole time, not going up,
Nope.
not going down.
There you go.
So stash and hope that the Texans coaching staff
Season.
likes him more and
Yeah.
starts playing
Okay.
more.
All
The
right.
bonus stat.
The bonus
You heard it here first.
You're desperate for those
receivers.
Those waiver wires are slim pickings.
Yeah.
in the
That's where you go.
stash.
Nice. All right. A week 4 bust. Just usually pretty good, but not this week.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that AJ Brown is not
Okay.
gonna have a good week.
Okay.
They play the Broncos,
Play the Broncos.
and he's unstartable. I think you have to.
Unstartable.
I think you have
It's a
to.
tough decision to make.
I think you have to rewire your brain a little bit on how you think about AJ Brown, and just realize that maybe he'll get 5 targets. Maybe one of those is a touchdown and egg on my face. But
Yeah.
odds are around the end zone they're going to do those little tosses to Goddard or run it up the middle
Yeah.
or do weird stuff with Saquon.
Right.
And it's just,
Do they have a passing touchdown?
I think Hurts threw for a few.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
those little tosses also counted.
Oh, yeah.
But he has a
Yes.
He has a couple.
He does.
Okay. Yeah.
Not this week.
All right.
Not with that Broncos secondary.
Right. Yeah, he's going to have Pat Surtain on him.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I'm gonna go with anybody stick with Houston for a second. They're playing the Ravens. Ravens associated offensive players.
You're out.
Yeah, good defense, and then the lack of Lamar Jackson, I think, is going to allow zero in on a Derrick Henry, on a Justice Hill, and
Zay Flowers and
limit.
Mark
Yeah.
Andrews.
limit limit your starting of those guys. That's what I'll say for the bust is
Yeah, that makes sense.
real solid defense. They don't let up a lot of
Yeah.
scores, period. So
Yeah. Texans Titans was a field goal fest for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with Jordan Mason, who's a guy I like. Didn't have a great time in Ireland last week, but can do it.
Maybe he did have a good time outside of the football game.
Yeah. I mean,
country, you can have a
Heard
lot of
it.
we're talking
different,
football.
Heard it's
a lot of
little
different
bit-
times of fun.
Well, there's nothing against Ireland. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was great. I'm just saying that wasn't his best game. Kind of went a little weird. Had the fumble that got called. I don't know. Whatever. It was just kind of a crazy game. But this week they've got that Browns,
Browns have been
especially
good
run
defensively,
defense.
too.
I would not want to go up against that, so I'm going to think that Mason will not have a high output outing, and I would steer clear this week. And then kind of flipping that, we've got our smash spot guy who's just going to rip it up this week.
I brought him up earlier, but I like Marvin Harrison Jr.
Coming around.
I got him going last week. I think we kind of see it continue. Running games beat up. Gonna have to probably throw it a little bit more. I wrote good matchup, but I didn't write down who they were playing.
Doesn't matter. It's a good matchup.
So it's a good matchup. Trust me on
Yeah.
that. And yeah, I like him.
All right.
All right, I knew what you were going to do.
Did
so
you?
So I didn't say that.
Good.
But I am
Appreciate
going to
you.
go. It's a little unconventional.
All right.
Okay. It's a kicker who's scoring like a wide receiver. It's on the same team. Nick Folk.
Whoa.
Smash spot. He's good for a 55-yard field goal at least once a game.
It's true. He's
They
been good.
don't unless it's Fields throwing a Wilson or Fields going on a long run. They're not scoring touchdowns right now. So at least in our league, all right. So and I know our league does kickers differently. These are his point totals. Week 1, 15.2. Week 2, 9.2. Week 3, 15. Week 4, 18.6 points.
That's crazy.
Nick Folk. He's scoring better
good.
than most offensive players right now.
Yeah.
So
I think we do yardage and
do yardage.
the points.
You get a point for every yard. So
Or no, it's like a percentage of a point for every yard, I think.
a tenth of a point for
Yeah,
every yard.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, that's
Crazy.
crazy. 100 points. So he had
It's just a
100
kicker
yards,
league.
yeah, 100 yards worth of field goals last week.
Yeah.
So that's 10 points right
yeah.
there.
And then plus
Plus
the points?
or
it's like a point
for making it,
Yeah.
plus like an extra point for 30, 40,
Yeah,
50,
something like
whatever.
that,
So it's depending on you get a kicker scoring like a wide receiver or running back,
That's pretty good.
here you are.
There you go. And then same game, I got to go just
Your boys.
Fields and Wilson against Dallas. What? You don't like it, Jared?
No, I just seems to come up on your list a lot. That's all.
Justin Fields.
It's true.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had a smash spot yet.
Russell Wilson threw for 400 yards.
Exactly.
So
That's true.
Anything's
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
It's a good matchup. And I do believe in that connection this year. And that's why I keep beating that drum. So, yeah, there's
I
our
like
smash
ya.
spots. And now, everybody's favorite section,
It is.
our pick'ems.
All right, so update. So we did 2 weeks of picks. Didn't have a show last week, but we did pick games. So Cam, you're in the lead at 9-7. Jared is at 8-8. I'm at 7-9. But then you guys both got an extra point for picking Cal Raleigh to be the home run
Yeah.
leader. So 10-7, 9-8. And I picked the underdog, Kyle Schwarber, and he finished 4-3 behind. So I'm 7-10. All right.
Wow. Nice. Good
There we go.
update. We got San Francisco and the Rams tonight, Thursday night.
Rams -8.5.
I don't know if you could say it's San Francisco because no one on their team is playing.
Right.
We've got backup quarterback, 2 backup wide receivers. Christian McCaffrey is playing, so that'll be exciting. But it is questionable.
I thought about this. Rams. I like the Rams, but 8.5 is a lot. Rams have been playing good, but not that good. So I'm going to go San Francisco, I think, and I'll take my 8.5 points because I think they'll need it. But as long as Christian McCaffrey's on the field, I don't think you can say
Count him out.
2 down and out.
Yep.
I've been listening to this book about the Shanahan coaching tree, and they just got to a part that said that Sean McVay lost once to Kyle Shanahan in like a game where it meant nothing to the Rams, and it irritated him beyond anything, and he swore that he would never lose to Kyle Shanahan ever again. So with that in mind, he's gonna want to run up the score. So I'm gonna go Rams minus 8.5. That's some inside knowledge right there.
Wow. Look at that.
Book.
Little split here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go the Rams as well. I think there's just a little bit too much out of sorts with the Niners right now. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, Bills and Sunday night game. The Bills and Patriots. And you're saying this is 7. You got it at 7.5. Is that what you're seeing it at?
Yeah, that's what.
This is in Buffalo?
This is in Buffalo. Bills minus 7.5. So I will take the Bills minus 7.5 for that. Cam?
I'm going to go Patriots. I don't know that they're going to win, but they put on a show last week,
But
and maybe they can
game, you're saying.
maybe they can keep it close.
Okay.
The Bills beat the Jets by 20, beat the Dolphins by 10. If it was a trend, you could argue that they're going to tie, but I think it's more that the Bills, it's still their division, they're still going to beat up teams, so take the Bills.
There you go.
Okay, we have the Jets and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 2.5-point road favorites. Cam?
Well, I'll just take the Jets.
Okay.
Oh, man, I don't know. I think the Cowboys impressed me in their game against the Packers, so I'm going to take them. I think they've been looking
The
better.
Dallas offense is,
Yeah,
It's
moving.
It's legit.
and that was without CeeDee last week.
Right.
They played that big game.
Yeah, Dak's playing pretty well.
Yeah.
The Jets somehow seem to keep games close within a score. Is it within a field goal? Yeah, I got the kicker right. We're going.
If they don't shoot themselves in the foot,
I'm drafting
or
off
they're-
your picks. You're in the lead right now, so sure, Jets plus 2.5. Why not? All right, Jared, your game of the week.
I'll take a look-see here. I feel like we do this often on the show, but the Buccaneers are underdogs on the road, and I like them as underdogs anywhere. So I got Bucks plus 3.5 I'm looking at.
Yeah, at Seattle, that's an interesting game.
Seattle.
The battle of whatever year that was, draft pick
Oh,
quarterbacks that have gotten fresh starts
Right,
after
former
4
Carolina
teams.
teammates.
Yeah. I will. I've been kind of running with the Colts in this segment. I'm going to run with them again. They are at home against the Raiders, and I'm seeing it at minus 6.5. So win by a touchdown there. I think they have that. So go Colts minus 6.5.
I might go a little bit wild, but the Jacksonville and KC line, what is that at? Monday night.
KC minus 3.5.
Could be crazy, but I'm going to say Jacksonville. I'll take Jacksonville on that.
Okay, there we go. And then I got to run, but we got to do it. Game 3 tonight. We each gotta
I
pick.
watched a little bit of the first one.
Okay, any
Garrett-
second one?
Garrett Crochet.
He's something
Well
else.
done. So they struck him out, and then they pulled him.
Yeah, I mean he had thrown 117 pitches. So you forgot that part.
Just keep him going.
So two
But
rookies.
Chapman was pretty good.
Yeah, Chapman. Well, he tried to lose it,
Yeah.
but didn't work out. So we got series at 1. Yankees at home. Yankees starting a rookie from Massachusetts. The Red Sox starting a rookie lefty. Who you got, Cam?
Well, it's got to be the Sox.
The Red Sox.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Jared?
You would never get me to pick the Yankees.
All right.
What are we doing?
Go Sox.
Okay. Well, then I gotta make up ground somewhere. So let's go Yankees. I do also really like the Yankees pitcher Cam Schlittler. He's legit. So
In your fandom, does this matter to you? Like, do you?
I mean, I enjoy watching the game. I don't particularly.
You don't want the
Yeah.
Red Sox to win.
I don't. No, I don't want them. I don't necessarily want them to lose either. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't like have this burning desire to have them
It's
win.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
all right.
There you go.
There it is. So we'll see what happens next week. See who's
That's
still
right.
playing.
And thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with week 6.
All right.
See ya.